in a boost for employment for the aspirants, the graduates, but unemployed students and aspirants of Assembly Constituency 34 of Aghunato, the MLA, the local MLA, the advisor of land resources, G. Ikto Jimomi, has set up a coaching sponsorship scheme for all these aspirants, and the orientation program was held today at Tourist Lodge in Dimapur, where around 50 aspirants had attended. Now these 50 aspirants are for phase 1, where they can choose their coaching center, and Ikto Zimomi, the MLA, had spoken to Nagaland News Network, and he said that preference will be given to students who want to pursue in NPSC as well as NSSB, and this scheme, the sponsor, is only for aspirants from the Assembly Constituency of 34 Aghunato. Let's have a look at the orientation program.
니에람 거에 마게네 에네님 지켈림 거에 알로시kim 테마사 타모는 님이 그기린다 니 저너기 보더니 에나 박크롱님 가마사 니노 금스 모규 님노 여시치 모규 예고는 신에 님의 자기야 이게 뭐 바는 김야규 바는 이름 김야규 göçüna 그거 프로세스게 바나신 빈여고는 뭐이 바나선 빈여고는 뭐 이게 뭐 no enemy bilan ri agnato bilan ri tekeli goge bolgila aga samono to mishiga laklo maya ajil bu da ni bilan ri to era mispushi pananam la ge ni bilan la benen shi ado kibini ku bazani ana ku sipo ye nagan do atu loshi neti ina ka ge do ye akbu ba yeshi nagan do atu loshi ni jube chuno nim yesi soka bilan po organize na be ki yono 아그 금스기 영노 님에랑 빌레로진 지라긴 금스 악셔츠 스마사 애는 우리 농김준다 담모다 방님 자마사 디스크베 쇼는 다게 님에랑 김부릉노 고도노도 난기비 냐 지샤니
government job 대배 이거 나가는 스텝라 안테 push 칼라 가고 이게 backdoor appointment aje it's backdoor olana gazette post ba hamia backdoor appointment ba hablo ki o e ona random appointment chi backdoor appointment chi no sketch ore ki pe tishanam tipo dola qatina system shaki ya dina kila out of the way shanam recruitment mode shaki ya ishu stats so ba Ikem tiba ulah kira ayah kanam tu, hiaji bik moy, backdoor appointment na bonus masa. Itu random appointment na, tadi aku random appointment na apa? Sanction post creation lucky siapa gua against na komisi betul. Gua mana findan na Hindi teacher post akhir, singgala central scheme kalau akhir tinggal akhir tidak polisi. Department lagi post creation sendiri government post creation sendiri siapa nak buat buat against na particular komisi kita random komisi buat. Wah, kau tahu backdoor appointment sesuatu yang kira jono merit cok dia buat apa merit salah. Rumah anak ada begitu. Atau lagi kuasa lagi tu. Backdoor appointment sudah kau dah lepas, you mana qualified ni sebab mana, you mana fit kau sebab mana. Ikem channel tipo system aja mana. You mana apa muncul kisah saya tu. Tapi mana ante syrik itu satu buku issue government of the day. Issue government ni mana atas jadi panjang. Issue government people jual achievement lagi. Ike issue government ya ni chief minister ni figure na sasa 이거는 뭐 대신 like you run and the share system people and do shooting like people killing you there on a 뭐 대신 게 샤바나 바베거에 보면 본시니 랜덤에 보면 해봐 본시니 그 캐비넷나 반스와야 돼. It's NSSD class 3 NPSC post na koye dagar recruitment board alep kya hona Nagaland staff selection board hakala bo NSSD share with ite NPSC post and NSSD post should be recruitment shank it get no official recruitment system change to it ikeleya cabinet na ite government na ite tagat bidala uma kushe NSS to khakya big system by ite uya o government employment tipo ban sibanye fq requirement mai ike mo government na sha ko kishibu scheme na yin shinjana ko ite.
We have here Sir Iktos Jimomi. He is the advisor for land resources, and he has also implemented a very good scheme right now, which is scholarship for students from especially and only from 34 Aghunato Assembly constituency. And this time, around 263 students have applied to get schemes to take coaching classes for NPSC, UPSC in Kohima, Dimapur and New Delhi, sir. So, sir, today was the orientation program, sir. How happy are you that this many applicants in the first phase has been done, sir? What is your feelings on this?
I am happy to be with the students and also called aspirants from my constituency, as I have decided to take up this program, and I would just like to add some points here where I took up this program, why I decided to take up this program. At one point of time in our state, there was a system, recruitment system called backdoor appointment and random appointment. That was the system of recruitment besides NPSC and other exams. So at that point of time, recruitment through backdoor appointment and random appointment. The random appointment was that when sanction post is won, against that sanction post, more than 5, 10 were appointed. And also, backdoor appointment also includes gazetted post. So that system lasted nearly 20, 30 years. And there was a hue and cry in the state by the youths, by the people, that this backdoor appointment should be stopped. Therefore, government of the day, after 20, 30 years, government of the day, under the leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister, Sri Nifi Rio, took a bold decision to ban this backdoor appointment and random appointment. And therefore, people should not criticize government. Rather, people should appreciate government. As per demand of the people, government has done so, banning backdoor appointment and random appointment. Now, to enter into government job, the door is fully open only through exams. So, at this juncture, when I won the election from 34 Aghunato Assembly constituency, I interacted with Eastern Sama Students Union. I assigned them to collect the data, students' data, unemployed youth data, graduate and above. Accordingly, Eastern Sama Students Union they have collected the data. Very successfully, they have collected from 34 villages. And the number is coming to 782 plus, graduate and above, unemployed youths. Now, every village, every parents and every youth's desire is to enter into government jobs. But there's no way out. There's no backdoor appointment, there's no random appointment, and the only way is to enter the government job through exams. So the only option left is that we have to help them. Which way to help them? We know the economic conditions of our parents, the hardships of parents. Many aspirants are there who can compete exams, but they need coaching. At least they need help. They need to be groomed. Therefore, I decided that some development fund should be slashed and spent for this purpose. Therefore, for this also, the responsibility was given to ASSU for selection, for scrutiny, and accordingly, this orientation for the first batch is being held today.
So what will these funds cover specifically, sir, for the coaching? But what about other expenses? What will it exactly cover?
This fund, their fees. This will cover only their fees. And payment mode will be such that we are not going to give money to them. This will be paid to the coaching center directly. And coaching center will be of their choice. Wherever they choose, whichever coaching center they choose, the ESSU team will coordinate with the coaching center, and all their fees will be borne by this fund.
So what if one student chooses a more expensive coaching center? It could happen like that.
Preferably, we have, today they are going to have interaction. Accordingly, after this orientation program, they are going to have interaction with the Eastern Sema Students Union ML Help Desk team. We have also set up one ML Help Desk team, specifically for my constituency. So the team will interact with them. We will try to cover up UPSC also, but this time, first preference will be given to Nagaland-based coaching center, mainly for NSSB and NPSC, because NSSB and NPSC, so many advertisements are there, so many recruitments are going to take place. So we will advise them to take up coaching in Nagaland, but it's up to them. And later on, we will cover all coaching.
So the first phase now, around 50 students are here today. So have the ESSU streamlined these students as to making sure that they are very keen to be future officers? Have they streamlined? Because some can just be doing it for the passing of time and then not really serious.
Yeah, that's true. That one, let ESSU explain as to how they have screened, they have streamlined. I have advised them that scrutiny should be strictly on the basis of merit. Try to find out the real aspirants, basing on some parameters. Parameters like how many attempts they have met, who have qualified prelim, their year of graduation or post-graduation, and through that parameters, I think ESSU might have done, but ESSU can explain as to how they are doing this screening.
We also have here Sir Hukavi Yeptomi and Guvika Yepto. He is the ESSU president, and he's also a member of the MLA's help desk team, specifically for this coaching sponsorship scheme also. So can you tell us a little bit what the help desk is supposed to offer?
Thank you for your time. And firstly, I must say that we thank our Honorable MLA and advisor because she has a very genuine concern for the upcoming students who are, educated, who are qualified and yet to get an employment. He has a very genuine concern for them, and that's how he committed to, sponsor this coaching for these aspiring students who wants to go for competitive exams. And that's how we have opened this, help desk, and then in collaboration with Jason Sims and Sweden, we have solved the applications, and we received more than 263, I think, aspirants. And among that, we have met many criteria for selection because we cannot allow 200 and 300 sponsorship. We cannot financially, it is not possible. So that's how we have met some criteria and selected some 90 and something, 93, I think, but it may increase anyway. And then among that selected candidates, we have met into 2 batch because of the financial constraints again. So we are very happy because the students, young upcoming students are very keen to go for competitive exam, and that's why we are very happy for them. And we have selected basically in such a manner that whoever students who have continuously, appeared for exams, competitive exams, we have selected them. Those who have, qualified in prelims and PSC prelims, we have taken them. And then all these details, I need not tell you in detail, but those students who have, is going to be overaged within these 2-3 years, we have also selected some of them. So that's were some of the criteria based on which we selected. And we have engaged 3 coaching centers as of now. And those students, whoever have come, have to opt only for 3 coaching centers. So that's it.
The question is for you. So more than 700 from the Assembly constituency of Aghunato, you just said were educated, graduates, but unemployed. And you being the president of Eastern Sumi Students Union, what do you think is the biggest reason of this unemployment, even though graduated and aspirants, smart, intelligent, well-read, educated? What is the reason behind, one of the main reasons behind this unemployment?
Well, one of the major problem for unemployment rate in Nagaland now is when we look back to the past 5-6 years, there was always a backdoor appointment through which the educated unemployed, they are served or like they are put through through backdoor. But now what we see is like gradually, at least every year, from Aghunato itself, at least 200, 300, including around 400 are passing class 12 and around more than 200 are graduating. So now we see is like, I think one of the major problem for unemployment rate is also the students, they are not much aware about or not much interested about sitting for competitive examinations. Because what we can see clearly is because we have around 782 unemployed graduate youths in Aghunato. And when we set up a portal for coaching, for sponsoring the coaching and all, we received only 263, which means more than 400 students are still, they are not even aware of these things, or like we make sure that these things have reached each and every individual in Aghunato, but it's just that they are not interested in competitive exam. So what I'm wondering is, are still they're looking for backdoor appointment or still seeking MLA to help through appoint in some 4-grade or 3-grade stuff. But that is not what actually it's working. The system itself has changed, and what we can do is only through competitive examination. So through our biodata and statistic, out of 782, only 263 applied for coaching sponsoring scheme. The rest, they did not even apply. So that shows maybe they are not interested in competitive exam, or either they are waiting for MLA to put them through backdoor appointment. So that is a one big problem that we are facing right now. Yes.
So can you also just tell us a little bit about the system exactly from step 1 till the end of this scholarship scheme?
Okay, actually it's a 100% scholarship sponsorship, and it's a wonderful job done by our MLA, and we are so grateful to him. It's a first of its kind, and this is what the most educated unemployed youth are waiting for. And it's a breakthrough for our Naga society. And I'm sure it will be an eye-opening to all the other constituency leaders as well. So it's a very good privileges for our people to unlock our potentiality as a first and also the pioneer to be. So that is the one thing. And about the scholarship scheme, actually our MLA suggested all the students to choose wherever institution they wanted to. But we feel that like it will be a little bit messy to follow up each and every individual if they choose on their own. And there is also a fee fluctuate from different institute to institute. So we have picked 3 and 4 institute in Dimapur and Kohima. So accordingly, we will be letting the student to choose among 3 and 4 of the institution that we have chose. And accordingly, we're going to place each and every of the student there. So one thing we did is we wanted to follow each and every student. So maybe in some institution, maybe it may come up to 20, some it may come up to 10, 15. So at one, contacting through proprietor, we can also follow up how our students are progressing. So that is the very much important step that ESSU will be taking as the coaching continues. So that is one thing, and for that only we have chosen at present, there is a NPSC mentor, and we have chose Focus Academy, and also we have picked Pioneer and then Achievers. So accordingly, that student will choose basing on their location, basing on the present residing places they are. So in this way, we will deal with the thing. And for payment of fees and all, when we partner with the institutions and all, we can also pay 50-50 on. Because it will be very difficult for MLA himself to also pay for everyone at one go. So that on our part, we're helping him. We were arranging things, talking with the proprietors and all, so that we can first put the students. Accordingly, we'll follow up the payment. So even the payment will not be given directly to the students, but will pay through our channel to the proprietor. So that is one thing we are doing it.
We have here one of the aspirants. Can you please introduce yourself?
Oh, hello, my name is Aghunato, and I did my master in science botany background. Yeah.
And so, how did you hear about this scheme? And also, what made you? Do you feel that this is what was needed for your Aghunato constituency?
I think this is one of its first in Nagaland, and then while hearing about this, I felt privileged to be part of this. I applied it, and then luckily I got it. I got selected. So I want to, from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank our honorable MLA and ESSU, Eastern Semi Students Union executive member for taking this initiative.
So, which institution have you chosen, and why?
So far, I haven't chose my institute, but I will choose the nearest one since I'm from Dimapur. So, yeah.
And do you think that other constituencies across Nagaland should also have something like this due to the unemployment rate in Nagaland?
I think the government of Nagaland trying to root out the corruption system and trying to mainstream this employment in Nagaland. Like, I think this is one of the way to solve this the anti-corruption in the backdoor system, and also those not being chosen the right candidate, and then appointing the rightful candidate, not the rightful candidate from other system. So I think we need to do away with this. So doing this, doing what our MLA is doing is the right way to approach, to do away the anti-corruption system. So we are privileged to be part of this.
All right, thank
Thank you.
Okay, hello, my name is Inahuli, just graduated from Jaffa Christian College.
What did you study?
I studied the Masters of Sociology.
Okay. So are you a first-time aspirant, or have you been trying to give competitive exams? Is this your first time?
Yes, ma'am, this is my first time, yeah.
So why many people are saying now don't go for government jobs, especially in Nagaland. Now let's start to create jobs and do more private jobs, privatized jobs, because the government system seems to be not going the right way also. So what do you think about this thing now? Why government job? And
Of course, government job is not the only option. Like you were saying, we also have so many options. But why I chose this is because the initiative taken by our MLA sir, it is a very big one. And if possible, I also want to try my best and make it happen, not just for myself, but also for my people back there. And more security, of course. And so that is the reason why I chose this.
so that was the orientation program, the first of its kind in Nagaland for an MLA to implement a sponsorship and a scheme for aspirants or graduates who are unemployed from the Assembly constituency of Aghunato. And he said that more than 700 students, aspirants were unemployed, and this time 263 applied, and right now in the first phase 50 students will be 100% sponsored for their coaching fees, especially in NSSB as well as NPSC. And like the students also said that hopefully this echoes to other assembly constituencies and other districts in the state, not just Aghunato. So this is Esther with camera person Hinoka for Nagaland News Network.